Hey there, Capricorn. Welcome to your February 2020 reading. This is your monthly reading for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. As always, I'm going to start off with your general reading, and then we'll move on to your love life for singles and couples. So, how's it going, Capricorn? How was the first month of the year? I hope 2020 has been wonderful. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support, for your continued support, and I appreciate each and every one of you. If you are new to me, welcome. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I hope that you stick around. You hit that thumbs up button when I resonate with you, or if you just want to support me because you like the way I read, hit the thumbs up, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to double tap that bell so you get notified of all the readings coming up if you choose to subscribe. So some of you may be going through some sort of spiritual journey. I feel that those of you that are barely starting to awaken, barely starting to get the first hints of intuitive guidance, of synchronicities, you're finally starting, your curiosity has finally gotten the best of you. It's starting to say, I wonder what that means. I wonder why I keep seeing this. I wonder why I keep, thinking this. What does it really mean? And you're going to start doing your research if you haven't already. What this card is that you are definitely being guided and that you are on the right path. So if you've recently said or done or made changes in your life and you're wondering if you are doing the right thing, know that when you get the Temple Path card, that is spirits, pretty much like spirits high five saying, keep going, you're on the right path, you're on the right track, and we're there with you every step of the way, guiding you. Okay, so let's see, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising sign for February 2020. What is your overall message? Attachment flew out. Rest and rejuvenation. One more card. Okay. You must be having a tough go at it. Attachment, rest and rejuvenation, and indecision. Again, if you've just recently made some changes in your life, if you've recently decided to move, relocate, new job, new company, just move out of your area altogether. I also feel that some of you are in between big life changes. It's analysis paralysis with this indecision card. You're weighing out your options and you're not quite sure, but you are much too consumed with you're much too attached and consumed with choosing the right path because you have an attachment to these results that you have in mind. You picture, whatever it is. You pictured being at a company forever and that you were going to be supervisor one day, and then it turns out that somebody else that's barely been there is the supervisor now, and now you're looking to leave the company. Now you're looking to, quit or whatever it may be. You're looking to broaden your, horizon and try to another company, and you're just not sure. You may need to take a bit of a break. Take a step back, get away by yourself if possible, or with, your partner, a friend, a family member, someone that you trust, that that you can talk to openly and, be able to bounce ideas off each other so that you can make the, the right decision, an informed decision. Because at some point, if what you want is a specific end result, but it's not meant for you, understand that what your big picture or your end result looks like and feels like may take on a different view, a different format, a different experience. And so with that Temple card that popped out earlier, you are being divinely guided. And I feel that some of you are being pulled away what is not from your highest good and kind of ushered towards a different path, whether it's a new partnership, a new relationship, a new job, a new company. If it's within the same company, I'm hearing that there's a position that you never in a million years thought of applying for. Like maybe you're outside in the field, and then this would be like some sort of big time office person that you're just like, I don't know if I can work in an office. That's just not for me, you know, or vice versa, you know? And so be careful that you're not sitting in this analysis paralysis mode for too long, right? Where you're just sitting there like going over and over and over every single scenario you can think of. The more that you do that, the less likelihood that the right opportunity for you will come to you sooner. What you're essentially doing is you're pushing it away, and it's taking even longer for you to reach whatever goal that you may have for yourself. So let's get to this. We'll figure out what this attachment and indecision is all about. Either way, the card in between is rest and rejuvenation. Rest and rejuvenation because you've probably been thinking and overthinking about everything. I mean, I really feel that you guys haven't just been thinking about this one big decision you need to make for yourself, but you are looking at the big picture. You are looking at, what happens if I choose this? How will it affect me here? How will it affect me over there? You know? In which case, you start thinking about everything. If I take this job over here, how will it affect my family? How will it affect my relationship? My, you know, schooling, my commute, my whatever it may be. But there is a lot that you are trying to figure out whether or not you are making the right decision. Know, Capricorn, that whatever decision it is that you make is the right one. Because there is a lesson in everything. So say you have a choice between two and you choose one instead of two. And perhaps one doesn't give you the end result that you had thought, but there is a lesson there that you need before going on to number two. Okay? And number two may not be there by the time you're done with one, but guess what? It'll come back around in the form of number three. So it may take different shape and form, but sometimes we can't reach our goals and we can't get to a specific place until we've learned specific life lessons or broken karmic ties, or, you know, you may need to heal from specific lack mentality or some type of cyclical energy that you have going on, karmic cycles where you still haven't learned your lesson, and in order for you to get to the end result or your plan of action, completion, success, goals, whatever you want to call it, fill in the blank for you, Capricorn, you must elevate yourself to a higher standard, a higher level of consciousness, energetically, vibrationally to a higher standard, because you will be, you know, you will be crossing paths in areas of your life that you have not even gotten close to yet or scratched the surface yet. Yeah, this is a lot of air, a lot of swords energy. Like I said, you're thinking and overthinking. Oh, yeah. And perhaps you may be dealing with an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. There's Virgo, there's Libra. Okay, well, I'm not going to take these three. It was the Page of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, and the Six of Wands. So an offer does come in that changes your life for the better. Those of you that are hearing, receiving, or knowing that an offer is coming, you start getting that inkling, your intuition is coming to you, especially if it's in a creative new endeavor, in a job that you love, a new partner that you're just all about, like you're just you know, you love their company. I also feel that, yeah, for most of you, this could be about work, productivity, but also putting the work into yourself and realizing that it's time to put the work into yourself. Yeah. Too many sleepless nights thinking and overthinking. When I said that, these cards went crazy. Virgo energy again with the Nine of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, forward movement, like wanting to move forward. Some of you may want to move forward single, if you are attached and you're like, I need to not be in this relationship anymore. Some of you may be moving towards that area. So this Wheel of Destiny, Wheel of Fortune, it's pushing you towards your happiness. What you don't realize, though, is that you're going to have to go through some tough times. Like I said, you need to go through some, you know, specific lessons, however burdensome they may feel. You need to go through certain lessons in your life in order to elevate yourself. Again, with more than one. Okay. Making it work with a soulmate, partner, children, someone you feel very connected to. Some of you get a job with children or education. Making it work in a blended family as well. Especially if you have some pretty harsh, angry air sign energy here. Very, very, wow. Okay. So, real quick, if you're thinking of your happily ever after in a relationship and perhaps you've already found someone that you're hoping you can make it work out with, it's at the beginning stages. You're thinking of all the things that would need to happen or to take place in order for you to get your end result, because you have an attachment to a specific result or outcome. You do need to take a break to really sort through what's really the most important here. Are you dealing with baby mamas, children, coworkers, you know, people that are not so friendly? You've got too much on your plate, and the only thing that you can really focus on is work. So when I see this Hermit card along with the rest and rejuvenation, it is time for you to just, you know, dive in deep in your own inner wisdom. I feel as though either you or you're about to leave someone out in the cold. You have way too much in your head going on right now. That's why you're in this indecision mode. How can I focus on, you know, doing better for myself financially in my career if I've got all this family stuff, friends stuff, or vice versa? How can I make my partnership, my relationship work when I'm dealing with so much work stress here? How do I come home and not take home all the bullshit from work and come home and pretend that everything's okay? So some of you Capricorns may be in law enforcement, in the legal system. If you're a judge, an attorney, a detective, some sort of official capacity in that way, you're carrying a lot of baggage, draining energy from your job. And you don't want to bring it home. That was one message for someone. I don't know. This is kind of like that. I feel like the Temperance card should be here. It's kind of like that feeling of not being sure you've made the right decision, or whether or not you should continue something that you've been working on. But I can tell you, Capricorn, work on yourself, number one. If you have children, work on strengthening those bonds, that relationship with children. If you have a partner or spouse, work on that. It's about sorting out, you know, each aspect of your life that requires your attention, and you're just like, too much confusion and not enough clarity here. But don't worry, we'll get to the bottom of it. What does Capricorn need to make a decision about? Okay, like I said, someone in the court, So either you're going through some sort of proceeding, court case, or you may be the judge or an attorney deciding on whether or not you take on a client. You may be a judge right now. You may also be a juror if you're on a tough case and you're feeling like, how can okay, someone here may be on a jury and you're just like, how can I make a decision on this person's life? Because it may resemble, it's like you can relate. It's giving you nightmares. Trying to sort out through the evidence, through testimony. You're really afraid to make a decision here. That's for someone. And I'm hearing, I wish I would have just stayed at work instead of being picked on a jury. I've never gotten that message before, so that is important for someone here. It's like, how did I become judge and jury? And even if you're not sitting on a court case, that is something you may have said recently or thought recently. Like, how am I the one responsible for all these things to take place or to take effect? Or how is it that I'm the one, in, you know, that's the deciding factor, the judge, jury, over these people's lives or feelings? Or because I do feel that someone here may be trying to make you feel guilty or something. Anyway, back to indecision. Okay, nothing wants to come out. Okay. Clarify indecision and courthouse, please. What is Capricorn needing to make a decision about? It's not wanting to come out. So you know what it is. Spirit is not ready to reveal that to me. I feel that you may already know, and so I have this thing about not putting people's business out there. This is why it's a general reading and not a private reading. So if nothing comes out, it's because either you already know the answer, not for me to say or do, or Spirit just doesn't want to tell me. Yeah, nothing's coming out. It's making you sick to your stomach either way. Okay. Clarify the attachment card, please. Okay, so strong mother figure, wife, sister, grandmother. This is someone that you may find very attractive. You look up to them. There's some sort of mommy attachment as well. And I don't mean it in a bad way. Like, I don't know if maybe you felt that you had a specific idea of what your, you know, mother of your children would look like, or if you are the Capricorn female, you had a specific attachment to how your pregnancy, your fertility, how all of that was going to come about, how you were going to create a family. And now you're at a crossroads wondering whether or not this is the right time to have a family. So you're at the beginning stages of planting the seed, whether it's IVF, whether it's a new job. It's I do feel that you are making changes in your life that you're kind of nervous about. You're like, I don't know if this is going to work out, but you know, the anxiety and the stress and the fear of things not working out, I can tell, gives you a tummy ache, right? It makes you feel scared. go back to the attachment card. Let me have a card for the attachment. Movement, journey. You may have just started a spiritual journey. I don't get this often, but I just heard twin flame journey. And I know I don't use that term often. Someone here, if you're a Capricorn female or you have a partner or spouse who is pregnant, you need to take a journey you're afraid to, you know, at this stage in your life. Not getting a clear answer with that one. I feel like, okay, so some of you want to travel, but you just found out you're pregnant. So I'm just going to shoot out whatever's coming at me. And so you're like, do I do this? Do I don't? Do I not? I'm not sure if I can, you know, go through with this. I don't want to travel pregnant. Others of you leaving a partner or spouse behind, they're pregnant, and you're needing to travel to go make some money. You had this idea in your mind that this isn't how you want it to be once you were expecting. You didn't want to be traveling. You wanted to be there every step of the way. You hate not being there for all these other moments. And I do feel that you're trying to figure out how to make it back home, is what I'm hearing. We have a card for attachment. Okay. Capricorn spirit being shy. All right, they want me to stop. What is this Nine of Swords about, please? A precious gift. For some, it could be in the form of a baby, a child. I also hear being forced into marriage. That's causing nightmares. Okay, so someone here, yeah, you may be expecting, in terms of you're the Capricorn male or you are Capricorn female, and you know your partner has to go away, military, on a journey and find out that you're pregnant. They may propose to you, sorry if I'm giving it away, they may propose to you, give you some sort of gift of commitment while they're off. But again, military, and I keep hearing it, it's like a legal issue. If not, if this isn't someone going off to the military, this is someone getting locked up. This is justice coming in. And you're preparing for a fight. A young woman in the home. So you're either going to be locked up or someone you know is getting locked up and they're leaving their pregnant female, their pregnant wife behind, fiance, partner. Or you may be all of the above if you're the Capricorn pregnant female. Oh my God. What is up with you guys? There's so much going on here. Love your inner goddess. This is a new deck, so I don't fully know it. And my other readings have been pretty long because I've been reading from the book. But I promise I will get through this pretty quickly. I will try anyway since I'm already, 25 minutes in. Yeah, probably another hour-long video. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so tribe of the kindred. I carry your heart. I carry it in mine. Beautiful. I know it shows two females, so we could be talking about a same-sex partnership here. Doesn't have to be. This can also be soul members of your family, soul sisters, soul brothers, soul mates. But I am going to read from the book. And again, your kindred, and I keep hearing like this is someone that you know that's meant to be in your life. This is someone that you know that you have a special kindred connection with. And again, when I see journey, I'm seeing twin flame journey, and that's the card of number 10 at the end of a cycle. So, tribe of the kindred. In a reading, home is where the heart is, right? Give your heart permission to reveal to you the people, places, and activities that feel like home for you. You are in a phase of transition in your life. That's what I was saying. Casting off that which is not true to your heart in favor of which really feels like it belongs in your world. Wow, this deck has been so synchronistic in all the other readings that I have pulled it out for. Oh my God. Sometimes the mind resists, thinking that if we let go of too much, we'll be left with nothing. And that it's better to hold on, even if something isn't right. This prevents you from being able to find your way home. It's safe to trust your heart as it attracts into your world that which is truly meant for you. Oh my God. See, that's why I said no matter what decision you make, if you feel like I don't want to leave, this job, this partner, this ex, or this person, I need to be loyal to them, but you have new opportunities. You've been with the company 20 years. You have a new opportunity to go somewhere else, but you're loyal to this company. Do you want to start all over again? Same thing in a partnership, right? I mean, obviously two different things, but apply it to your situation. No matter what decision you make, it is the right one. Because the path that you are meant to be on is going to guide you through all the lessons that you need to learn before getting to whatever that outcome that you've been working for. Remember, it's not about the destination, it's the journey. The spiritual guidance here, there's a place where you belong. Maybe you found it, or maybe you are still looking. It doesn't matter how long it takes you to find it. What matters is that you believe you deserve a real home for your beautiful heart, and that you don't give up until you are there. Sometimes that means leaving what you had once hoped would be your home, perhaps more than once. The attachment card, you guys, until you find it in the truest, most meaningful, and enduring way. The quest for intimate, soul-deep belongings begins with you, with learning to love and care for yourself and to feel at home within your being. When your heart is ready and divine timing is right, you will attract and increase your soul tribe. Maybe one person at first, then another, then another. Trust in the higher purpose of divine timing. Sometimes delays or breaking away from past connections are how we find out more of who we are and what we need. Trust that you are worthy of love and that you know how to love. Make peace with the past. All your experiences have helped you know yourself and become wiser. Remember that your tribe is looking for you just as you are looking for them, and will love you just as you love them. Be at peace, beautiful soul. For your soul tribe, your spiritual family are part of your divine destiny, and you are part of theirs. Freaking beautiful. Sacred ritual. Place one hand on your heart and say the following invocation aloud. I call upon my kindred soul tribe, my spiritual family, the true home for my heart. May we be blessed to find, recognize, and love each other at the perfect moment in the most beautiful way. I love that. You guys, that is an awesome card for you. And it pretty much ties everything up here. So whatever it is that you are stuck in indecision, if you're thinking of, some sort of court proceeding, if you're thinking of, divorce, separation, wondering if leaving one business company partnership over another, whatever I feel that It's not all one situation for everyone. That's why I have so many different things here. I feel for some of you, it may be leaving a company after you've been with them for so long and you've been loyal to them. They've been loyal to you, but then somebody else comes in and really sweetens the deal. And then it's the same thing with a relationship, you know. You may have outgrown a specific relationship, wondering if this is everything that you should be having, that you should be in. And, you know, maybe you decide to get out there. Maybe you decide to, you know, expand your horizons and really, you know, figure out what it is that you truly want. Or perhaps you outgrow each other and you outgrow each other's needs. Maybe you want something different than your partner does. And it wasn't like that in the beginning. So everyone's story is different. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Never force a message to apply. Now let's move on to your love life. So Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. February 2020, and I will pull a card for singles and a card for couples. And before I forget, because I did forget in the Libra reading just a little while ago, I will be doing a mid-month bonus reading, and I will probably link it up here and also at the end. And that's going to be your Valentine's Day energy forecast. February 14th, probably 13th, but 14th through the 29th, through the end of the month. Okay, so Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, February 2020. For singles, let me have one card for Capricorn singles. You deserve love, right? You deserve love. You are lovable. So if you've been single for quite some time, you're thinking that maybe you're not worthy, you've been through too much, maybe you feel like you haven't, you know, healed enough, you've been through different types of karmic relationships, karmic lessons, and you're just like, I give up. You're either going to meet someone or you may have just met someone who's going to make you realize just how lovable you are. And if you haven't met them yet, Capricorn, hello, look at yourself in the mirror. That's not something someone needs to remind you of. It's what you should know innately, and it's what you should tell yourself and, you know, remind yourself of, and not in a conceited, you know, way. You know what I mean? But in a self-love way. Let me have a card for Capricorn couples. Chemistry, okay? Put that off to the side. And let's get to it. Clarify, you deserve love. You are lovable. I did not want this reading to be too long. Let's see, 32 minutes. Okay, 8 of Cups. Some of you walked away from something that was not for your highest good, a toxic relationship, unhealthy ties. Oh, yeah. So if you were in a relationship where you were just constantly going back and forth to each other and you realized, you know, either the sex was great and that's all you kept at it, or they were using you for money, or it was just a very, I just feel it like very superficial. It was uncaring. It was, I hate to say it, it's kind of like they just wanted to have someone to abuse almost. Like, you may have been dealing with someone a little crazy cuckoo is all I'm saying. And they kept leaving you out in the cold, and then they, you know, you'd want to walk away, or vice versa. You were doing that to them if you were the crazy cuckoo Capricorn, right? But it's like wanting to leave. But you're at the point of saying, no, I'm looking towards my future. Yes, you do need to heal to get there. 4 of Swords energy, which mirrors that rest and relaxation card, right? Look at this. Can it get any clearer? Meditation works. Trust me. Healing. Ultimate healing. Being one with yourself. There's that 8 of Pentacles again. Queen of Pentacles, Virgo energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay. Well, if you were in a relationship where you were fighting a lot, it had to come to an end. Oh, yeah, look at, there you are. Oh my God, this person was causing you nightmares, blocks in your emotional fulfillment, happiness, no matter what you know what? You may have been dealing with some sort of emotional manipulator, because I feel like they had you apologizing for their bad behavior, and you're just like, I can't carry the burden of their trauma, of their pain anymore. This is BS. You kept hoping and waiting that things would work out and that you'd eventually have, your 10 of cups together, but instead that didn't work out. So some of you Capricorn singles, you're single because you just recently left that type of toxic, abusive relationship. And again, I'm hearing it's like they started these little fights, disagreements, fight, make up, break up, make up, back and forth. And I hate to say it, but I feel like you finally realized that the sex was only great because it was that whole rush of making up after the fight. But that's part of the manipulation tactic. Because, see, what happens is, and I know I'm going to get scientific here, your brain starts craving more of that final endorphin release of things have calmed down, things are better now. And just like, the conditioning they've put you through, it's turned into a pattern. I'm going to start a fight. We're going to fight really bad. We're going to stress each other out. I'm going to cry. They're going to be angry. And then we'll eventually make up and we'll have really great sex. And then it'll be calm for a bit. And just when you think you're out of the clear, it's a cycle. Horribly painful karmic cycle. But I feel that you are single now because you realized, you know what? I deserve love. And this isn't love. Someone that puts me through so much crap and pain. And if this isn't you walking away, someone has walked away from you, Capricorn. Because you've put them through that type of energy. They've left you out in the cold, or you may have left them out in cold. Either way, someone here is looking towards the future. But they know that happiness awaits here. But there's healing that needs to take place. If you recently met someone that made you realize, and I know I said this in the beginning, you may have recently met someone, I was like the first thing that came out, I believe. You may have recently met someone that made you realize that you deserve love and gave you the strength and the courage to walk away from an unhealthy relationship and started to feel more hopeful and positive for the future. However, you need to take a break to heal. Putting the work into yourself. To work for that type of stability. This person you may have met, they don't have to be a Virgo. They could be, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It could be an Aries. It doesn't even matter the sign. But the Queen of Pentacles stands for nurture and stability and caring. It's like that motherly figure. You did have the Empress earlier. Not like, you see them like your mom, but they're nurturing in that way. You see them with such beauty. So if you haven't met this person yet, you will be meeting them soon. And it's going to take you into this higher level of happiness. All right, let's clarify this. I don't even think like I need to clarify this. Okay, so I'm going to shuffle and make sure you guys see me shuffle, because in the Libra reading, I don't know if you're dealing with a Libra, but you came out in a Libra reading. Not you personally, but Capricorn did. Every time I shuffled, every time I used this deck, almost every time the false person came out. But we're not calling that person, right? Yeah, well, you are thinking about a lot of things right now. You are thinking about walking away. So let's get clear here. What does Capricorn singles, what does Capricorn singles need to walk away from? Okay. If there's a home situation that involves money, inheritance. So if you heard or you know that you were coming into an abundance of money, maybe some of you even inherited a home. This person that you were with that was obviously toxic and unhealthy for you thought they'd attach themselves to you because, well, you had all this stuff that you were inheriting, money, home. But I feel that somebody that actually cares for you steps in and says, hey, listen, you know she's only with you for this. You know he's only with you for this. And on the other side of that, if you were with someone purely for financial stability, home life, I think you finally figured out how to walk away to be able to rebuild your life back up. 8 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles. Clarify, please. Wow. Okay. So you do get a letter of some sort. Official person, official letter. Again, this can be inheritance. This can be divorce as well. What do they need to... Actually, you know what? No, I'm going to pull... Pull yourself, Oracle. Capricorn singles, what do they need to heal from? Okay, that's 2. Wow. Did I not describe a toxic sexual relationship? Breakup to makeup, hot sex. You get stuck on that very toxic energy of... It's emotional manipulation, and they're using sex for it. So sexual arts, pay attention to the signs. I feel that you already know. You already know that this person, it's like they made you addicted to them, or vice versa. So that's what needs to be healed. You need to get to the core issue or reason as to why you ignored the red flags of this type of karmic cycle. What is it about their sex, I guess? That's the most plainest way I can say. What is it about what they bring to you that you're willing to ignore and forego all the red flags? And I also feel that for some of you, this has broken down your self-esteem, your self-worth. And I feel that you may be guided towards people, places, things, conversations that bring you back up. So pay attention as to who makes you feel drained and who makes you feel alive, who makes you feel joyous and happy. Those are your people. The people that make you feel drained, well, that's why you walk away from them. Let me give you a Whispers of Love Oracle message before I move on to the couples. Whispers of Love Oracle, okay. Like attracts like. Didn't I just say that? If you are longing for more love in your life, you need to be more loving. Now, someone who may be hurting and damaged and is coming to you, starting a fight, picking a fight, creating this horribly toxic cycle where sex is how they get to you. That person doesn't love themselves. And there's something about that person that's mirroring something about you, that they were able to diminish your capacity for self-love, self-respect, self-care, self-worth. And so, like I just said, take a moment to realize who you feel connected to and you feel like high vibing crew, right? Who makes you feel happy and joyous and energetic, and who's absolutely draining your energy. So decide which vibe, which energy you're feeling and where you'd like to be. And you'll know that you'll need to walk away from what isn't for your highest good. Okay, let's move on to the couples. I'm also hearing, sorry, before I start with the couples, singles, I'm also hearing, if you did recently meet someone, it's this whole like attracts like card to remind you that you are lovable. It's because it's time for that vicious karmic cycle to end. And so what better way for you to realize that it's time to walk away from something than by being enlightened or illuminated by something more positive. So let's move on to the couples. Capricorn couples. You have the card of chemistry, right? There's a strong magnetic attraction here. So if you're going back and forth, right, breaking up and making up, yeah, there's a strong magnetic attraction here because it's a strong toxic hold. But others of you that perhaps may be in a relationship or just met someone recently dating, you're really feeling this person's vibe. You feel like you just feel connected to them. Ace of Swords, Page of Swords. There's that Five of Pentacles again. Tower in reverse. That was the Ace of Cups, Nine of Cups, and the Chariot card that flipped over. I don't take more than 2 to 3. So I feel that by avoiding the Tower moment, you're also avoiding your wish fulfillment. Some things have to fall apart in order for something better to come in. Yeah, see? 3 very positive cards peeked out, but they won't be part of your journey, your story, until you go through this. And there it is, the end. So it may take you all month, but let's see. Hopefully by your Valentine's Day mid-month bonus reading, we'll have some better energies for you. I do feel that some of you have been on the fence about whether or not to end this relationship. Now, I'm going to speak to those of you that know what I'm talking about with this toxic, karmic, very unhealthy relationship. If you're going back and forth and you're watching this, you know things have to end. You almost You want to avoid a tower moment by just sneaking away. Because if you say, you know what, this is unhealthy, it's like, you know, you can't talk to this person. They're unstable. But you know what they say about crazy people sex. Anyway. But they are unstable. And I feel like you've got your eye on someone else and you're just not sure. Somebody here's definitely going to be left out in the cold. Is it your current partner? Is it a new person? Is it you? But there is this big avoidance of putting things to a final end. You know you have to. I also hear you might have to pay someone off. That's weird. It's like you have to offer them an incentive to leave you alone permanently. If you did get an inheritance, maybe that's what it's going to take. Just be careful that they don't... Look, I'm going to say this way. Once you open up your wallet to them like that and try to convince them, like, listen, I'm going to go on my own. So here's some money. How much will it take for you to leave me alone? And then they'll be back for more because you've already forked it over once. So take that however you'd like, however it resonates. But also know that if you think that you're going to be able to go back and forth between two partnerships, at some point you won't have enough to give everyone. So be careful with third-party situations. I feel that you are feeling pretty down about a situation. You are trying to avoid a tower moment, but I really still feel like that tower is still going to come out no matter what. I definitely feel that tower moment happening. You can only prevent or prolong it for so long. And so the sooner that you end the toxicity, the unhealthy relationships, the sooner your karmic cycle ends and a new chapter begins, because we have the World card that graduates you to the next level, the next phase of your life, the next chapter of your life. And we'll expand on that too, but clarify the Tower card, please. I'm telling you. And I'm talking to those of you that are in the unhealthy relationship. Constant makeup, breakup. If you guys are drinking, it's very bad. Drunk fight. Anger, hurt, pain, resentment, sleepless nights. It's like, let's go out for drinks, and then they try to convince you to make it work again, and let's try it one more time, and you're just like, how do I tell them no? At the same time, it's like, you know that by drinking with this person, it's going to get you in trouble, right? You're going to end up sleeping with them anyway. And if you choose to walk away in the middle of the night, what happens? Death. But what happens after that World card is the Ace of Cups. Okay, so definite truth needs to come out. But you know that if you were to actually speak your truth, the Tower would happen. So while this Ace of Swords is, Spirit telling you, listen, open your mouth, open up. You need to speak your truth in order for you to end this cycle. And instead, this Page of Swords is holding on to his sword. And he's looking back like, should I or shouldn't I? I'm not quite sure if I'm ready to unleash the truth. Because how is this person going to feel? How am I going to feel? And so you're afraid of the Tower moment. You've had enough Tower moments in this relationship. One more isn't going to kill you. Well, I shouldn't say that, but you know what I mean? Like, if you are ready to leave an unhealthy situation or relationship, do what you need to do for yourself. Get started on your healing journey. what comes after the World card. If this takes place, the Tower takes place, and there is a virtual end to this toxicity, what comes after the World card? Marriage, partnership, new beginnings. Taking your time, moving forward, because you'll still be carrying the burden of the unhealthy relationship. You will need to do some sort of healing. Now, you'll be faced with a choice, an opportunity, a decision. They will come back and try to sweet talk you back into their life. You'll want to rush in, but very quickly you'll realize the heaviness that they left you in before, and before long, you'll be walking away. Just be careful who you decide to walk away from. I'm telling you, you are going through this vicious cycle. You may be between partners. You may be going through, you know, an unhealthy, toxic relationship with one that you feel that you can't leave. You may have met someone new that you know is going to be your destined partner, your life partner. You have not completed this cycle enough to leave them yet. But if you do, know that the right partner is just on the other side of this ending. So decide what you want, to continue living this way, or to feel love, or to feel joy, peace, contentment, harmony. I don't know, seems kind of easy. So tell me about the Seven of Swords and the Ten of Swords, please. Different deck. Seven of Swords and Ten of Swords. Tell me about that for Capricorn couples. Yeah. It's the same story every time. Same story. Oops. Sit my tripod. Sorry, guys. Same story every time. Romantic reunion. Left in despair. This is... fighting, crying, making up. Fighting, crying, making up. I'm dizzy just thinking about it. They are your enemy. They don't wish you well. They know how to play you. And if not, this is you being your own worst enemy for not putting an end to it. All right, this is a little bit much for me, guys. I really hope... This really gave me a headache. And no judgment. No judgment whatsoever, Capricorn. I know what it's like to go through those vicious karmic cycles. So lean on God, on the angels, on Archangel Michael to lend his strength, resilience, fortitude, courage to do right by you. Whispers of Love Oracle message. Let me have a message of love for Capricorn couples. Can't make this up, Capricorn. Didn't I say you need to... I mean, seriously, you need to speak your truth, and you're afraid to use that sword. Honesty is essential. To be a loving person, it is important that we speak truthfully and in a loving manner. And I know you're thinking, this bitch is crazy. Or if I'm honest with her, she's going to cut me with a sword or something. Or vice versa. It's a crazy dude who's unstable and bipolar, you know? And you're just like, I can't even breathe in that direction or a different way because they're going to start an argument with me. If all of that is sounding familiar... This is an emotional manipulator. You are not their first victim. And it's a toxic cycle. They will move on to their next victim. So decide once and for all if this is how you want to live. If This is you, Capricorn, less evolved Capricorn. Don't take offense to that, please. I'm just saying, if you haven't realized that this is how you have been treating others, maybe now is a good time for you to reflect on that and decide if this is how you truly want to live. If this partner you have, you absolutely love, why do you treat them this way? Okay? Something to reflect on, ask yourself, and clear. All right, my Capricorn friends, thank you guys so much for everything. Please be sure to hit the thumbs up button, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Remember that I will also have a bonus mid-month reading, and I will link it here at the end. Once again, thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful February. We will see you for your mid-month, and I hope that you've spilled your guts and spoken your truth and started on your healing journey. So we shall see mid-February. Have a great one. Take care. Bye.